Hello, welcome to everyone. And today we are having it is the very first chapter of this physics, which is physical world. Okay, so let us to start about of this physical world. So in this chapter, student, we are going to learn it is of about the different branches of the science. In it, we are going to learn about where this science is used in our daily life and. About of scientists, we are going to learn their discoveries, inventions, and the principles where some of the technology are working on it. Okay, so now let us to start over here that what is the meaning of this science. Okay, so as up to fifth class, we are going to study over there science, but fifth onward, this is going to be in a different that field. Okay, so science that it comes from the word scientia, and that is the meaning for to know. Okay, student, when we start to explore about something, when we start to know about something, so that is said to be science. For example, that there is the day and nights formation. Okay, so why there is the formation of day and nights? Okay, so that means we started to know about, we started to explore about that why it happened. Okay, so what it becomes then, it is science. Okay, similarly over there, that movement of stars in the sky. So as already all of us we are known with one thing, that there is the rotation of the earth. Okay, about its own axis, and as well as that it is going to revolve around the sun. Okay, so due to of that there is movement of stars. So there we start to explore about it, and we get our answers. Okay, now the next thing is there tides in the ocean. So as we are known that in a day twice we are getting tides in the ocean. What is the cause of that one? Okay, so therefore we want to know about it, and what we did over there, we have used the science. Okay, so all that whatever these questions, student, which were in our mind, so what we did, we start to get knowledge about them with the help of a method. Okay, and what we are going to call this method, it is as scientific method. Now why this is said to be a scientific method? For example, student, as there is a day and night formation, if only that all the data which is collected by me, it is not represented to any other. Okay, so what will happen, other will not come to know that why there is formation of day and night, and this knowledge will remain only with me. Okay, so therefore how we are getting knowledge about someone? Okay, so that method what we are using over there, it is said to be scientific method. Okay, so there are the different steps which we are using while we are getting knowledge about of any natural happening, non-happening. Okay, so first thing is there that we are observing it. Okay, for example, if you are going to take or purchase a ball pen. Okay, so you will observe first of all the different formats which we are available with. Okay, so observation is there, and thereafter that reasoning. So this reasoning may be whether it work properly or how it works properly. Okay, so different thing that will arise in our mind. So there we are going to give the answers of all this reasoning. And next, that is there any relation of this with our maths or not? Okay, so this is model making, and thereafter we are going for its verification. It is not that only we are saying that this thing will happen. Okay, day or night hote hain. For example, as in our previous knowledge, that what is the cause of this that solar eclipsing? Okay, and that of moon eclipsing. Okay, so these were not clearly confined, but now with the help of the that scientific method, already what we did, we observe it, we have gone through the reasoning, and we taken the mathematical calculation, and thereafter it is verified. Okay, so now we are known with all this reason. Okay, now over here, student, this science, it can be broadly divided into two parts. Okay, So science can be broadly divided into two parts. One, it is said to be physical science, while the other is said to be as biological science. Okay, so these are the two types of the sciences, physical and biological. So physical means which is going to deal with non-living matter. Okay, so over here that we are going to talk about that of rocks. We are going to talk it is of about this atom. We are going to talk it's of about those chemical reaction. Okay, we are going to talk it's of about soil. Okay, so what all these things are that are non-living. Solar system, that it is non-living. Okay, so earth is non-living, so planet is non-living. So all about this study which is regarding to this non-living things, student, we are having that one, it is in physical science. So you can look over here that in physical science that we are having physics, we are having over there the field, it is chemistry, astronomy is there, earth science means geology, and that day to day weather forecasting we are having. Okay, so all these are those study of non-living matter. And similarly over there, this is that biological science. So biological science is what, student, that it is going to deal with the living organism. Okay, so living organism, as in your biology we are going to learn it's about and that of human body, its organ and those tissues. Okay, so we are going to learn in it about of animals, plants, thereafter those microorganisms. So all that are going to deal with the living things. So therefore this is branch of the science, it is said to be as biological science. Okay, now over here, what is physics? Okay, so we are going to start over here that what is physics. So physics is what, student, that it is regarding to the study which is of nature and its natural phenomena. As for example that why there is the rain fall, or why there is the day and night formation, why there is the rainbow formation. Okay, and so how there is this there is the communication between the two person with the help of a mobile or any other system. Okay, so all that phenomena which is going to exist over here, so that we are going to study it in this physics. Okay, so this physics we can understand it with the help of five theories. Okay, what we are going to learn over here, there are five theory, and with the help of these five theory we can understand this whole physics. Okay, so now let us to look over here which are these five theory with the help of which we can understand it. So first it is said to be mechanics. Okay, so mechanics is what? So in mechanics, student, we are going to deal with the motion of the object which is low speed, which is moving with low speed. For example, that a falling body, we are supposing over there a car is moving on the road. Okay, so air is moving. Okay, so all about these speed are what, these are those low speeds. Okay, so therefore that theory of material objects at a low speed, this is going to be as mechanics. Okay, now the second over there, it is said to be the second theory, it is thermodynamics. So thermodynamics, therm means that it is heat flow. Okay, so in it, student, we are going to have that there's a heat, temperature and behavior of large number of particle. Okay, so therefore this theory we are going to call it is as thermodynamics. Now the next it is electromagnetism. Electromagnetism, student, that electro means electricity and that magnetism for magnetic like property. So okay, so with the help of this theory we can explain that electromagnetic radiations. Okay, so so many things which are going to work over here, that uh, charge which is at rest, it produces electric field, but when it start to move it also produces magnetic field. Okay, if any other charge will come in this magnetic field, so a force will be exerted on it. Okay, so that study we are having, it is in electromagnetism. So even though in our 10th standard we were having over there electromagnetic induction, electricity and magnetism. Now there is the fourth theory with the help of which we can understand this physics. So this over here, student, that we are going to deal with the high speed. High speed means the speed which is comparable to the speed of light. As light speed is how much? 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Okay, so therefore we are having this study which is going to deal with such a very high speed. Okay, so with the low speed we said over there it is mechanics, and with very high speed it's relativity. Okay, now the last theory, that is said to be quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics. Okay, so here, student, we are going to deal with those microscopic world. Microscopic in the sense we are dealing with the atom, we are dealing with its nucleus, we are dealing with the molecule. Okay, so these are what, these are of a very small level. Okay, so therefore this theory, that it becomes quantum mechanics. Now let us to learn over here about of this scope and excitement of physics. Okay, so when we said about of this scope means that area up to where we can apply this physics. Okay, or either it is said to be range. Okay, so what is the range where up to where we can do the study in physics? Okay, so for that one, student, we can measure over here the sizes which is of 10 to the power minus 15 meter. Okay, such a small size that we can measure over there. There we are having those milliseconds, so that we can measure in it. We can measure over here shake the moment 10 to the power minus of 8 second. Okay, so this is shake. So such a small study that can be done in the physics, and as well as the very large that sizes, that is also going to be dealt with the help of this physics. So as we are having the mass of 10 to the power 55 kilogram, it is universe mass. So this large that scale of the study, it is done in the physics. And similarly over here 10 to the power 17 second. Okay, so as we are known that the smallest unit of this time, it is second. Okay, so over there this is, and the earth is of 10 to the power 17 second. Okay, similarly over there, that the measurement of distances we are taking the distance of these stars from the earth. Okay, so which is of in light year, and which is the study of 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter. Okay, so this light year is equal to 9.46 into 10 to the power 15 meter. So thus we can say that it doesn't matter how bigger or how smaller the object is. Okay, so therefore we can use this physics. Okay, so thus we can say that this scope of physics is very wide. It can be applied to that large scale objects as well as for those small scale. Okay, now student, over here, this is small scale, if we are doing the small scale study, so it is microscopic study. Okay, microscopic study we are going to call that one. Now what is a microscopic study, student? As we are having atoms, so it is of very small level. Molecule, it is of very small level. There it is nucleus, it is of very small level. Okay, so therefore that is going to be as microscopic study. Okay, and that physics which is deal with this microscopic study, we are going to call it is as quantum physics. So remember over there, whenever you will get about of this quantum word, so what is the meaning for quantum word? So that will be the study of the microscopic level. Okay, so therefore this is that quantum physics. Okay, so in it, student, we are going to learn it's of about the forces in the nucleus. We are going to learn it is kinetic theory of the gases. Okay, so these are of very small level study. Okay, now the next is that on a large scale we are also doing the study. So this is said to be as macroscopic. Okay, so there are the two type of the study. One, it is micro, and another is macro. So macro is what? It is the large scale study, and therefore this physics we are going to call it is as classical physics. Okay, so over here quantum physics and classical physics, that are the two different physics that in the two different field, so at a lower level or at a higher level. Okay, so as an example student, in this large scale physics, what we are going to learn, so as there is the motion of satellite and planet, okay, that of our galaxy, so this we are going to study in this classical physics, and that physics where we will specially learn about this one, so that it becomes then mechanics. Okay, that already I said in previous the theory, five theories to understand physics, there was the mechanics. So mechanics was dealing with the motion. So motion, it could be on the earth, it could be outside of the earth, so there is the motion of satellite, planet, this galaxies. Okay, next is there that it is electrodynamics. It is also a large scale that study we are having. So electrodynamics, it is also the branch of this physics, okay, which is at a large scale. So therefore we are getting that student here in it, that electrodynamics, it is the sub part of electric and magnetic field. So electric and magnetic field are produced by the charged body. Okay, so this electrodynamics, we are taking its help in the communication. Okay, so as there the signal, our phone mobile signal, that it travels through the air to the other, or it travels to the satellite, and because of that now we can have this communication nowadays, that we are able to watch the TVs, everything, or we are listening to the radios. Okay, so that it is the study of electrodynamics. Okay, now similarly over there, that student, we are going for the gazing of this mm, universe. Okay, so there is the different stars which is discovered, and over there how we are able to do this one, because of the telescope which we are having, and we are doing the study of this microorganism nowadays, that we are going to learn about of this the recent that problem which is occurring throughout the worldwide, it is coronavirus. Okay, so that its structure that is still under observation, so with the help of the microscopes they are doing this study. Okay, so this study of light and light behavior, it is in optics. Okay, next is there that it is regarding to the thermodynamics. So thermodynamics is there, which is going to deal with that of temperature and pressure. So it is at a large scale we are talking about, that the body temperature. But we will not discuss over that one, that what is the cause of this body temperature. If you are going to learn about the cause, then you have to go in the microscopic level. Okay, so therefore if you are going to learn it's about only the temperature is the main part. Okay, so then it is thermodynamics. Now the pressure, so as pressure is exerted by the gases. Okay, so this pressure exerted by the gases, if you want to learn the exact cause, then you have to go in the microscopic study. But over there, just to start with, that there is a pressure exerted, so this is the study of this thermodynamics, or that is the large scale study. Okay, so thus we are having that here we come to know this physics can be applied to large scale as well as to those small scale studies. Now how there is the excitement in the physics, excitement, how there is this. So for here student, as we are known with one thing, that how this Newton have given this law of gravitation. So they have seen that if apple was falling downward. Okay, so the question came to their mind, that why it hasn't gone up. Okay, so this might be the interesting that part of this physics, that he started to explore about of this and he has given this law of gravitation. Similarly over there, that we have seen that if we are going to dip our finger in the water and thereafter we remove it out, so there is the droplet formation at the tip of our finger. Okay, but this droplet you will find that it is almost spherical in shape. Okay, here it is in spherical in shape. Even though those that raindrop when they are falling down, so they are also of spherical shape. So it is the concern, it is the interesting, it is the excitement of the physics that we come to know about this is surface tension. Okay, so the reason behind of it, that was surface tension. Okay, so next is that of thermodynamics. So thermodynamic study of thermodynamic led to us for the working of steam engine. Okay, so over there that uh, those engines which is working, so we are having heat engine, we are having this steam engine. What's they are doing, they are converting this heat to work. Okay, they are doing heat to work. So as we are having those heat engine, petrol engine, diesel engine, okay, so that they are converting this heat energy to mechanical work. Okay, so that is the excitement of the physics. Now over there, study of stars. Okay, so it is also the one of the excitement of physics student, because you are known that in the sky there are the different sizes of the these stars, and over there they are having their different colors. Okay, so there's a different colors, that is the excitement over here. Why there is the different color of these stars in the sky, and you will find that this planet or that moon appear to be bigger in size. This sun appears to be bigger in size. What that of this star, they are appearing to be very small in size. Okay, and over there is the expansion of our galaxy. Okay, so why there is this expansion, how there is the expansion, how we come to know about. Okay, so that is going to be studied with the help of these stars. Okay, now over here we did the study of electricity, and with the help of this electricity student, we come to that know about the working of these dynamos and motors. Okay, so dynamo means generators, and that of these motors, they are going to convert this electrical to mechanical, as we are having the fan. Okay, so the fan, what it is doing, so its motor is converting the electrical to mechanical, as we are having that water pump. Okay, so this water pump, what it is doing, it is converting electrical to mechanical. Okay, so thus we come to know over here that all about these those technology which is working in our surrounding, so that it is due to the study of electricity. Okay, thus we can say that there is the scope and excitement of physics, it is not limited. Okay, so it is very wide, and there is the lots of excitement of physics. Okay, so this is all from my today's video student. Stay tuned. In the next video we will discuss about of those nature fundamental forces and some of the inventions and the scientists from where they are going to belong. Thank you for joining.